A champion tree is basically a tree that is superlative for the species. So it's a tree that is bigger than any other, or taller than any other, or maybe older than any other of that species. It sort of represents the pinnacle of what that species is capable of.
Will and I started pretty in our mid-20s. We went out to go measure a big tree that we thought would be exciting on a weekend.
When we started just going out into the woods and seeing if we could locate some of these champion trees.
It snowed on us. It was icy. We got lost. We got really lost. we barely made it out, but that day, with that as our destination point, we didn't choose where we were going. The tree was the largest. I found that really exciting, and both of us were just completely hooked, and we decided we wanted to do that again.
That's what I want to be into. That's what I want to do. I want to be in the big trees. I want to understand and know about the forests here. My name is Will Kumjian, and I'm 31 years old. I'm a professional arborist, tree climber from Portland, Oregon. And I'm the co-founder of Ascending the Giants, which is a nonprofit organization based here in Portland.
My name's Brian French. I've been with Ascending the Giants since the beginning. I'm a co-founder. I serve as the president now. Most of the registries in the US are behind, and it's a constant upkeep going out and measuring these trees. So we have a program that's similar to other programs. However, ours is ran by our nonprofit and not by the state or by a university. So that gives us the ability to raise our own money and pursue going out and doing this work kind of the way that we want to.
I guess the short answer is I dropped out of college and realized that I needed a real job. But yeah, the long answer is I've always been really fascinated by plants. I mean, I've been, doing garden work for my mom since I was like 10.
I think we all climbed trees as children, and with that, we all assessed and figured out what our risk level was. Most often, these are first ascents, first time that anybody brought a camera or a measuring tape or even our eyes into that place. We assess the trees, we assess the risk, we also assess the amount of potential damage or impact on that area because of what we're doing when we're wanting to measure those trees.
What is the best way that we can do this? Not just what is the most efficient way, what's the easiest way, what's the safest way? What is the best way that we can do this so that when we leave this place, it's the exact same as when we found it. Leave No Traces to us is completely central to our identity and mission as a nonprofit.
There's plenty of information that we get on paper. To get that information out and to gain public interest about what we do, photography is the most important thing that we can do while we're out there. So oftentimes, we might spend more time with our photographers or the people working with us to capture those moments than we do actually climbing and measuring the tree.
The feeling of being at the top of some magnificent tree and being able to capture that and bring that back to people who would never be at the top of the tree, that is always just a deeply rewarding experience.
I think that's what has driven Will and I to move forward with this project from the beginning, was the interest from our local friends and supporters that are constantly saying, yes, 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 we want more, we want to see more, we want to go outdoors with you, we think you have the coolest job, in the world.
We've been involved in some pretty cutting edge stuff, doing ground independent tree traversing for hours at a time. In our film Treeverse, we did it for 5 days at a time. And now we want to do a series of smaller alpine style traverses and see how far we can get moving light and moving fast. That's the next step for us.